Hi FlossTube, it's Green Tiger's Craft coming to you with the mid-May update. I am planning on doing 31 starts. Got like another 10, 15 already, no, maybe 10 more starts planned. And I'm going to fill in the rest with ornaments for my friends for Christmas. Yay! So I have an idea what I'm doing, but I haven't quite picked them out and haven't kitted. And so, how's everybody doing? This month has been extremely stressful. It's got nothing to do with stitching. It's actually I'm really enjoying this new start every 30 day start every day. It's actually really fun. Basically, the stress is coming from having to be an adult. And I will not get into the reasons, but... So, anyway, on to my midweek starts. Anyway, on May 1st, I made a list. I'm keeping track. On May 1st, I started the Sugar Cookie Bear aperture card. Basically, you just stitch the bear. I do not have him with me because he has since gone to his recipient, which I started him on May 1st. I finished him on May 5th, and I FF'd old him on the 7th. And my dog wants to play now. You're being very noisy and distracting. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Yeah. She's not going to look. Anyway, down. No, down. Anyway, I will send her a picture of what it looks like here. It is, like I said, has been sent and received by the person intended, and she absolutely loves it. And my boyfriend's mom is never going to let us break up because she loves me so much. So, yay for me. Okay, on May 2nd, I started my lavender and lace. Where's the picture? I know it's on here. Maybe not. I did have most of these, yeah, there it is. That's right, I unhooked it so I could make a working copy of it. Anyway, put it over there. I got the lavender and lace. Not that you can see it. Let's try moving the light. Da-da-da. There we go. This is a lavender lace Spring Angel that I got at a thrift store for $2. Well, I got the pattern. And this is all I've got done on it. I really do need to move that light. Okay, sorry. I'm adjusting light. This is live. Can't you tell? There we go. There we go. Yep, this is all I've got done. Actually, might be go this way. I think it goes this way. But yeah, got my little Ariel needle minder. Upside down, but that's what I got done on the angel. Yeah, if you look right about this part right in her, the ribbon, I got that splotch done. So, And that one is intended for my grandma. Put this on my save. And that one is on linen. I think it's a 28 count linen. I do not know the dyer. I do know that was linen I got at my NS, my needlework store, which is not local. And on the second day, I started the Halloween Sugar Skull from the 2014 magazine from Just Cross Stitch. I will insert a picture here because they don't have the magazine. And I thought I did a better job of this. This is as far as I got on it. I'm doing a color conversion, so I'm changing the yellows out for red, and I'm doing various shades of blue. I worked on this a little bit because I was too stressed out to sleep, but yep, that's as much as I got done on it. And this is the piece that made me realize that I cut all my fabric wrong. Better to find out sooner than later, but yeah. I was using Stitch Calculator and found out that I stitched. Actually, I have the other piece somewhere. I'm still going to use it for ornaments. But I realized I started in the middle and I worked my way over, and I had like 4 stitches to spare, and I had like 10 more stitches to go. I'm like, okay, I did something wrong here. So, had to readjust my fabrics that day. Didn't have to, but I did. Anyway, on May 4th, I started the Joan Elliott Design Works kit, Sea Goddess. Got her out the plastic so she isn't glaring too much, but I got that light right there on the chair, right next to the camera. Sorry. Yep. Okay, here we go. I'll get it arranged. I think. Maybe. Yep. I've got that little bit done. And this is on 18 count. Oh, hey. Hi, needle. This is on 18 count. Dyed by me, blue. If I remember correctly, I'm somewhere right in this range, just about that seahorse. So I'm working on her shawl wrap, coat, whatever that thing's called. But got a decent start on her. Okay. Adjusting. On May 5th was my Dimensions Gold Collection Petite Bangling Tiger. And I just put him back in his own container because he works well. Stay, note, stay. But I started up in the corner, so you can kind of make out a leaf. Yeah, this looks unfinished, but this is all half stitches mostly. There's a very few actual cross stitches. Yeah, I like washing it out. Ah, there we go. Yep, but that is the. I'll take this out. That is this corner right here that I'm working on. not too bad progress. Well, per day. And this one wasn't really a planned start, but it was just calling to me. On May 6th. Nope. Get that out of the way. There. I decided to work on this owl from the, this is the Happy Halloween sampler. Or, it reminds me of a sampler, but this is the 2015 Halloween dress cross stitch. And this, I got this out so I could play with my Dinky Die Trick or Treat from Stitchy Box. I'm pretty sure this is the right side. Yeah. Yep. That's how far I got on it. It's maybe been 2 days worth because I wasn't feeling well. I would start something back and filled in a little bit more. But that's as far as I got. And I love the Dinky Die Silk. It was like, ah, so much fun to play with. It glided. And this, this piece of fabric is Legacy by Fisher. This plus 14 count Aida. This is yeah. I'll talk about him later. This is a scrap that I got from the Stitch Box. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is like Legacy, but I love this fabric. I'm going to, if you remember in a previous video, I got Mirabilia Sapphire Fairy. The Mirabilia with the green kimono with the blue wings. I'm going to get me some of this fabric, probably in Even Weave, and I'm going to stitch her on this because this is just lovely. I'm so happy that Garrett announced Stitchy Box, so thank you, Garrett. But anyway, moving on. The Jaguar. This is from the Jane Netley Matthews Just Cross Stitch Book Jungle. And this was started on the 7th. And it's this one right here. I got the copy of that. This is on 18 count Aida that I hand dyed myself. And yeah, I would so totally re-dye this if this wasn't full coverage. But it's hard to tell right now, but I'm up in the corner. And I'm kind of working this that way. But, oh, a lot of colors in that little corner is really hard to see. Just because it's on this, on the, well, navy bluish, blackish fabric. I did machine wash this to make sure no dye leaked. So, but I didn't want black, I didn't want to work on the white Aida, no, it would be a lot easier to count with. I didn't want the white to show through the stitches. And this is 2/1, but full cross. But I did pretty good. There's a lot of confetti-ish, a lot of confetti in this little area. But that's the start on that one. My notes are running off. Then after, on the 8th, bring back my owl. Come back here. I started on the Wizard. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it down, face down. And that's how far I got on him. It's hard to tell. But yep, I switched out the I'm using a variegated black on his glasses, around his glasses. I've got his eyes filled in. I need to work on the rest of his face, or go around the whites of his eyes with a lighter. It's really hard to tell, but I did fill in a little bit of his skin. Got his beak done. But basically, these owls are for me to play with my Stitchy Box supplies. Trying to find a good. But this variegated green is Green Foliage by Earth Planet Fabrics. I think. I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, these Maggie, shush. I'm sorry, she's hearing something. She's been hearing something all night. But anyway, this is soy based, and oh my god, it's like butter. I cannot butter. Anyway, and the purple, I'm doing a variegated purple for his striped shirt. And by looks, I'm just using regular DMC 310 for the stripes on his shirt. Yeah. I worked on him a little more a couple times because he's just so fun. That I swear, it's butter. This fabric. I might be ordering me some when I win the lotto. Which would help if I actually played the lotto, but yeah, more of that fabric and more of that silk is in my future. Okay, we have the Whispering Owl. I'm looking at my notes, sorry. The 9th, I didn't really start anything the 9th. Again, adulting problems, whole lot of stress. We had to, we found out on the 8th, which was a Sunday, which was Happy Mother's Day, everybody. We found out Sunday the bad news. So Monday, and we couldn't do anything because Sunday everything's closed, and I had to work that night. So Monday morning, yeah, I came home. I got 3 hours of sleep that night. I took a 3-hour nap because I was just so stressed out. I couldn't fall asleep. Finally fell asleep at 7 o'clock p.m. I got up at 10 p.m. to go to work for 8 hours. Got home, made a phone call to my family. Was like, "Hi, Happy Mother's Day. How's everything going?" Then proceeded to go to some places in town, run errands, and I got home. Thankfully, I had that night off. Got home around noonish, 11ish. I crashed. So that was a very long day. So that night, being under a lot of stress, I started, so on the 10th, the next day, I started 2 projects. But, yeah, this is actually part of a haul. I'm showing off early. This is a Cozy Cub. This is Cozy Cub by Dimensions Gold Collection Petites. And it's like, I've been eyeing this pattern for a really long time. I found it on eBay for like $5-6, and it's like, mine. No, I put my maximum bid was $6, and nobody else bid it on it, so I got it for like $4.50, and plus the shipping, so like $6. But I finally got the Cozy Cub. I've been eyeing this one. As you know, I love tigers. Or if you haven't figured it out by now, I love tigers. So, though I will admit, I do not like the needles that come in these petites. It's sticky. But this is, I started up in the corner. This is as far as I got. You know, a lot of this was like blackish color, so I got a lot further. But it's just so nice. And again, this is all half stitches for the background. So a lot of progress for a day, I should say. Yeah, so lately, instead of cross-stitching for relaxation, I've been coming home and stabbing for relaxation. I cross-stitch, so therefore I stab 10,000 times and don't go to jail for it. Because you just have those days where it's like, I'm done. I'm done with people. But anyway, also on that night, and I started this one before the tiger. Of course. I swear I am prepared mostly. I started the Dark Sorceress, and again this was on the 10th. I started her, and this is one of the pieces I had to reassess my fabric count on. But I found my the one haul that I brought the Irish linen by mistake thing, because it said it was even weave. It's actually what I'm stitching this on. Started, and I just started on the top. And yes, I'm using my skull frame. Finally found something that fits on it comfortably. And I didn't do the little this bar is split. It's like, no. I've done the split. I don't like the split. It doesn't. So what I did is I found some painter's tape and I left me a good margin. So I painter taped this to the scroll frame. So it's staying on the scroll frame. But this is how far I got. I think I miscounted some over here, but I can work around it. It's not open spaces. I'll manage it. So, moving on. I will insert a picture of the Oriental paper lanterns here. Because, again, I don't have the actual magazine. But this is the, I started parking, sorry. Strings everywhere! This is lantern A. And this is the one that kind of tilts down, comes in. That was my cat you just heard. And he found the catnip. I don't know where he found it. But anyway, this is my start. And this is just on 18 count white Aida. And had I actually paid attention to the fractionals in the top, I would have switched out for even weave. If I had any. But it was too late, I already started. So this is a Christmas gift for a friend of mine. You may not get it this Christmas, but maybe next Christmas. We'll see. And on the 12th, I started the round one. Got a little bit further on this one. I got got the top, and I got these bands done. And I started parking because there's a lot of confetti in the actual lantern. So, kind of started parking. So that's my May 12th. And yes, they're on one sheet of Aida. They fit on one sheet of Aida, so. Threads. Again, everywhere. Okay, my next project on the 13th, Friday the 13th. Woohoo! Of course, I have a Star Halloween one. I started the Ghostly Mandala, which I'll insert a picture here. Again, that is on, pretty sure, the 2014 just cross stitch. And I'm using satin, artsy satin silk from Hobby Lobby. So, this is what I started. I started in the middle and kind of work my way down. Being very careful of making sure I keep count this time. Because if you remember my boyfriend's Halloween Mandela, which I'm not going to get. Yeah, and I was off counting instead of frogging it, and which I could have frogged it because it was one color and but it was light. I was using light effects in it. But anyway, that's what I got. How far I got. I'm learning that the sand floss, I do need to shorten my lengths shorter than what I'm used to. Sorry, dog wants to play. Here's your ball. Yeah, so I'm learning that sand silk requires thread magic, which I cannot find my thread heaven. So I found thread magic. And I will say I do like thread heaven a little bit better, but I do like the container and the thread magic. I mean, I'll maybe show it to you next video. You'll see. And I'm rambling. I'm so sorry. I'm just a rambling mess today. But I did start that on the 12th. No, 13th. February, Friday the 13th was the Ghostly Mandala. And also, this is a haul because I had a 60% off coupon that I bought before we got the bad news, so yeah. I had a 60% coupon, so I went to Joann's. I was trying to get, like, the Woodland Fairy from Dimensions. Come to find out, I could special order it and use it for the 60% off, but that particular day, the last day of the sale, everything was on sale online. It's like, that defeats the purpose of the 60% because the stuff online was 40% and they couldn't just ship to the store anyway. So anyway, I'm just having so much fun. I am so rambly. I bought me the Indian peacock. I'm sure everybody's seen the peacock. This one was a little stressful because we have one computer and I'm on the computer more than my boyfriend is, and yeah, that day he decided to monopolize it. It's like, girl, get off my computer. But anyway, not the greatest start on this. Actually, really hard to tell the start on this. I have a lot of white, or this may be a mix. No, I think this is this is a very pale yellow and a white mixed up in the corner. This is where the flower is. So not the greatest start. Yeah, this was, again, adulting stress. But anyway, on the 15th, which is, I didn't do it reversed. I'm going to show you my finished piece because it's already down. And I took multiples to, because I'm doing a color conversion. And I'm taking out those dreadful flowers. So I took this down to see the color and use this as a model. So this is what it's going to look like, but reversed in different colors. And this is how far I got in them. Yep. So what you're seeing is this latch is this spot right here. If you're not getting blinded by the light. And I've gone in a little bit over on the curtain on the other side. I have not touched the puppy yet because converting the curtains is a lot easier than playing with the puppy colors. So that's my start on that. Actually, this is a really good start considering this is big lots of color and roll cross stitch and boring. But something to kind of like, again, I'm customizing that the side, so I was like, oh, I should do this. I'm tweaking as I go. And you're probably going, shut up, you're rambling way too much. I know. But I like it when you guys ramble, so hopefully you like when I ramble. Anyway, moving on to yesterday's start. I decided to go start this peacock. No, this is Elegant Peacock on the cover. This is Just Cross Stitch, April 2015. So, started this peacock. And get some threads. This was the brown was the one I was working with. I parked the blue because it's a little confetti up there, and I counted this as 30 count, so yeah, I much rather park my blue when there's no other colors. But that's as far as I got. You can see the yellow is his belly, and down below is his start of his feathers. So I didn't think that green was going to show up, but it shows up pretty well. It's showing up better in real life. And it'll probably show up a lot better once I get the other colors around it, but yeah, I started in the middle of this pattern. Yeah, basically at this belly down, and I'm going up and down. Again, I'm tweaking the pattern. I'm getting rid of these blue window bars because you just don't need it. There's too much going on in there without those silly bars. But this is Robin Eggs Blue. Got this fabric at Walmart. Like, I think it's labeled towel. So I count 30. It could be a 32. I'm not sure. And today, I'm going to continue to work on this. But I just really started this like 10 minutes ago and haven't actually sat down to actually get comfortable and stitch. Actually, I could probably get this out of the way. Yeah. Don't you just love knots? Get up there. This is all I started. That's 4.5 stitches right there. Just 4.5 stitches. So I will continue to work on this tonight. And you're wondering, what is it you're working on? I'm doing this pirate. Yep, I'm gonna do, again, this is me playing with my variegated colors and my Stitchy Box stash. Can't remember. This is I know this piece of fabric is 28 count Dublin. What is the name of it? No, it's not C. I forgot the name of it. I will tell you next video because I haven't quite figured out how to insert text. Or else or if I do figure out how to insert text, I but insert what it is somewhere like in the bottom. Of what it is. I honestly cannot remember. I just looked at it. I had to find another piece of fabric, and because my other two owls are in one piece, I was thinking I could get 3 on them, but they're, no, a little too big. But again, he is this guy. I'm doing a variegated, it's a black that goes down to silver. I'm using a variegated JP Coats brand. I'm doing the stripes in variegated black. I'm doing his eye patch. I'm debating on doing that as solid black or doing that as a variegated. I'm thinking I'm going to stick with variegated. And the green foliage, the silk from this cape that he's buried, I'm not going to dig him back out again. I'm going to do the green in that variegated. And I started at the very bottom, like where his little peg leg is. I started that with my Cosmos variegated orange that I got from the NS, the Stitching Well in Bay City, Michigan. Yeah. So that is my starts for roughly mid-May. Again, I am enjoying, I kid you not, I'm enjoying all the starts. It's a relaxing, like, I don't know. It's fun to start stuff. And I probably will not be starting anything else unless there's a sell that catches my attention. I should get something done. So I probably will not be starting anything for a long time until I at least get some of the smaller stuff done, which I've noticed a lot of my patterns that I picked have been roughly on the small, medium size, like the sugar skull. That's gonna be small. I'm gonna finish out the rest of the month with ornaments for friends, so ornaments are small anyways. So hopefully I get some of that stuff done. So I'm not gonna be right now. I'm gonna have 30 new starts because I did finish my boyfriend's mom's Mother's Day card. I can talk. I really can. But yeah. No, but yeah, it's one of those. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying myself. I didn't think I was gonna enjoy myself. Normally I'm freaking out like, oh, I start something, I have to work on it, and I think I'm gonna just like back off once this month's over and I get back to my rotation. I'm gonna basically work on some pieces and when I finish the piece of my rotation, hopefully sooner than later, I will pick one of the other ones and pull it in. My rotation is basically I have a full coverage, non-full coverage, full coverage, non-full coverage. So I can pull in one of the projects I'm working on. I will probably pull in the gifts for friends first. I know as soon as I have an opening, I will probably my next finish I'm thinking will be my TARDIS, my Doctor Who TARDIS for my rotation. I'm thinking I'm going to insert the Lavender and Lace Angel in that spot. Then again, maybe not. Who knows? I got adulting problems to contend with first. So, yeah. But anyway, thank you for listening to me ramble. Oh, thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you for all your comments. Yeah, just thank you to anybody that's watching and putting up with my ramblingness because yeah, it's been a week. It's been a month. It's been a month. Anyway, everybody, have fun stitching and talk to you later. Bye. Hi, this is gonna be inserted at the end, which you're watching this at the end, so anyway, I was going through packing everything up, everything back in their baggies like I do when I do a video, but I forgot. I forgot to put down my Kimono Geisha on my list of starts. So I started my kimono Geisha on the 15th. I did my reverse puppy on the 16th, Elegant Peacock on the 17th, and I started tonight the Halloween Pirate Owl. So this is the Valencia Heirloom Collection Kimono Geisha, what she's going to look like. And this is what I've got done. A lot of white. I have whites in there, so it's hard to see with that light. But this is her sleeve. Start in the middle. Yeah, this yellow, if it cannot get blinded or washed out. This yellow is my starting point, and like I said, this is her sleeve. So many fractionals in the sleeve. I'm glad the kit came with an even weave, because so many fractionals. I understand the fractionals are there for the detail, and it being on even weave, I can do them more comfortably. Notes. Yeah, but I started roughly right around this area kimono, on the kimono that the girl's wearing, not the one that's hanging up. But there's a lot of flowery detail, flowers, leaves detail in the actual kimono, and there's a lot of detail in the kimono itself. Well, there's multiple details because there's, you get her outer kimono, you get the kimono hanging up, you've got at least two kimonos they wear underneath in traditional Japanese. So, yep, this pattern is going to be a test of patience. But anyway, okay, now everything's packed up, and everything's sorted. I'm going to upload pictures and edit, and anyway, see you I'll see you at the end of the month when I do a wrap up of the rest of my starts. So, bye!